Matt, you run around to the front and you see Jackson standing there in terror, looking at the doors, gallery, which are closed, but you hear the screams coming from inside. That's terror.
Can I see inside from out here, or is it just a brick wall I'm looking at?
There are front windows, so yeah, you can see what's going on inside. You come around, find that the door's locked with your grisly prize in one hand. You come around to the window and bang on it loudly, showing this dismembered arm thing flopping against the glass, leaving blackish brown slime. It is bedlam in there. There are people currently running for the doors. There's a number of them lying on the ground. You can't quite see why. They're not unconscious because they're moving. And then there's something white and red back behind them, but the crowd is trying to storm the front door. They're running. Something is preventing them from approaching the door. You catch a glimpse of red hair.
Can I shoot out one of these windows then? Ideally, I'd like to not shoot the people inside.
You shoot out one of the big glass windows, at which point Jackson, with the gunshot next to you and a coterie member next to you, there are people in there that are running and screaming. With Matt there, having shot out the window, a quick sidestep will show you what he saw. You see something at the back of the crowd. There are a couple of them moving. This thing is difficult to describe, but it looks like a human ribcage and some arm bones fused into a walking ball of sinew and teeth with two big claws, as the one that you see is shoving a person in. It is not a whole person, but most of one. As you see it collecting its grisly pride, it teeters back. You are no longer in a state of terror frenzy. You are in a state of human shock.
Yeah, he's normal scared now, not vampire scared.
Checks out.
I imagine, given his humanity and how he's tried to be kind to regular people and stay connected to humans, he would pull off his coat, go over to the window that Matt just shot out, start pulling off glass shards and yelling at people to get out through there instead of swarming the front door and getting stuck.
That was the idea. Thank you.
You get a good-sized gash down your arm.
All right.
But a number of them have looked your way and are trying their best to leap through the window. Dimico, you hear a tearing sound as the gym bag is pried open by one of these ribcage things. It starts trying to clamber over the seats of the school bus towards you, and out from its ribcage crawl something else. You get a clear look at them while you make your next decision, which is pedal to the metal or not. End of the round.
Oh no, we're definitely seeing these things get out.
A number of people did get out of the building.
Yeah, but not the Savant. I don't see them out the front of the bus, in front of the building, because I would think they'd be sprinting through their bus.
They aren't.
Yeah, that's really weird, but okay. Takes out the napalm and throws it at the back of the bus between him and these creatures.
That will absolutely disable the bus.
It'll definitely do it on the back half and then spread to the front very quickly. He's going to get out of the bus. I have a feeling the bus is going to catch the gas. It's running. It'll eventually catch if it spreads. But these things are not going to get out of the napalm, is what I'm hoping. I'm throwing it at the two of them with the hope that covers them with sticky napalm.
Special delivery.
Special delivery? All right.
Candi, you can see the thing going on inside the bus. When you stand up, you see that.
Okay. Yeah. Wonderful.
They're not large. But Dimico is hefting a Molotov cocktail at them.
It may be worth firing again. I don't want to, though.
You hear gunshots from the front of the building.
Wonderful. Then I'm putting a full magazine into whatever looks to be the biggest one.
The bony thing.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't get some shots into that chest cavity.
Fox,
Yo.
you have torn the thing in your hands a bit. Look back around. There is ribcage thing clambering over seats. One head thing had just started clambering out of the ribcage thing, and you hear gunshots from the front of the art gallery.
Okay. I think Fox's first instinct would be, here's a new fucking threat, let's engage with that, but also there's not a clear path to it, and others are drawing a bead. If the initial snake arm things are no longer a threat, you might actually try to go to the front of the building.
You sprint up to see Jackson clearing the glass, and Matt having fired a gun that broke the window and is waving people out. What's your hunger, Fox?
It's at 2.
Oh, fuck my blood.
Matt's hunger is at 4.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm very
no.
hungry and walking into the bloodbath, guys.
It's also Jackson's blood.
Yep, that's also the problem.
Yeah.
Fox, you get up there and see all of this. Some things you just don't want to see, and it's not a matter of wits to notice them. It's a matter of admitting to yourself that it's happening.
Oh, I see something and realize that I'm not seeing everything that I should be seeing because my mind is consciously editing it out for my own protection. Love when that happens.
There are almost a dozen full writhing in the ground with seemingly nothing wrong with them, but they're clawing at their faces. Some of them are starting to go still.
I unfortunately have to get in there.
We opened a window for you.
Thank you.
There is a window.
I appreciate
You're-
that.
You're getting in there to do what?
I think I'm getting in there to give a authoritative everyone out sort of thing. Do a little bit of crowd control while assessing what an actual target I can sink my claws into is.
The bone ribcage things. You see 2 of them, one of which has a person and is dragging it back. Another one is wading into the crowd.
Okay, I'm going after the one that's wading into the crowd. That makes things easier.
I'd also like to enter this fracas, this ballroom blitz.
You are able to control yourself. You feel the pull of the beast, but there are more important things right now. The weirdest part is that your friend here's smells like really good movie theater popcorn.
Oh, I bet he does. But I'm on a mission to find the vampires at the far end of this gallery and figure out what the fuck they're doing. And demand to know where the members of the band are. Unless they're very obviously the band, and then I demand parlay.
And the band. Okay. Jackson.
Go help the people inside that are injured get out easier.
How are you helping them?
I imagine he would go in and help the people who are too shocked to move on their own, get up and keep moving.
So with a message,
Yeah.
you're just tossing their asses.
Yeah, I'm just like, get the fuck out.
You don't care if they get a little bruised.
Yeah,
No.
rather bruised than dead.
You're chucking people out. You are overly enthusiastic about it, we'll say. There are more than a couple of twisted ankles. All right, firebomb. Trying to dodge away. Critical fail.
Critical fail.
Right into his mouth.
Yeah, explosive splatter.
It catches the thing in its mouth and bites down with a chomp and a crack that just covers itself in napalm. The lit rag that comes into contact, and it is a ball of flame. Fox tears the bone rib cage thing in half. It's like cracking a monster as you break the spines on the thing's back, turning it inside out to spill the 3/4 of a person that had been grabbed by it. Jackson is just chucking folks out. There are a few familiar faces in the crowd. You help Pauline out, but she says that Joseph's still in there. One of the snobby folks that was talking to you about art just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, they were the ones that took me under their wing.
Matt, running through, frantically trying to find the ones responsible, you barge into the back room. The place is filled with indigenous artwork in crates or on display. There's a very ornate canoe in the corner, but more apparent is the stalemate that you ran in on. A woman that you've never met before with dark hair and dark features looking corpse-like is standing with a woman pressed against her with long claw-like nails at the woman's throat. You didn't come here with Dimico, so you've got no idea who either of these women are. But a third woman that you don't recognize with paler features, but hair just as dark, is pointing a gun at them.
At the pair, or
At the woman who's holding the woman hostage. Pointing at the vampire.
that checks out.
So I run in also holding a gun. Look at everybody. I guess this is the right room. Pointing my gun at the vampire.
I sure fucking hope not, says the woman holding the gun. At which point, Kozia tries her best to split a knife out of her pocket and stab Teresa, and it does not land. Dimico, the thing that was in the car, is trying to hit your face, and only it exploded. The other one is scrambling across very difficult terrain to the front of the bus, slamming its bone claws against the seats, trying to upend them at the fire, and not getting very much further out of that. The one face full of napalm is burning and screaming on the floor, and is turning to gurgling and then silence, except for the hiss of melting plastic.
So the one that's still alive is ineffectually trying to put out the fire.
Yes, or trying to attack the fire. One of the two.
Okay. Is the fire spreading, and how fast?
It is spreading not as fast as you'd like.
Well, that's actually good. I don't mind it taking time. Do I have an idea of how long I have before I start to make a fear check? It's already pretty scary.
Probably another 30 seconds, maybe a minute before it's got to bonfire levels.
Okay, I've got the car going. I'm gonna put it in reverse, and actually, I need to know. I hear the screaming. I see people pouring out. Is it reasonable for me to assume that for some reason the Sabbat started a massacre inside the building? That's where my mind would be if I can perceive what you described.
People are leaving bloodied, right?
Given that the onlookers' intention is to flee as quickly as they can, their first instinct is, I need to get to my car. So there are a good number of panicked and bloody guests.
Driving the car, he's going to try to get it away from the parking lot, but around to somewhere isolated that he can let it burn, and the Sabbat can't find it.
Candi, you landed some shots on the bone thing in the back of the bus. It is contained to the back as the flame is spreading. The bus has started to lurch, signifying Dimico's intention to drive it. What are you doing?
Shit. Is the door on the side still open?
I'm going to say yes. We can stay close to the fox. Did also run in front. So did Matt. It is just going to be go back.
The door is not closed. There's a fire midway on the bus.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be much use in here. I will tuck and roll.
Are you running around to the front?
Yeah.
You see the people panicking, people running. What are you doing?
I guess I'm going to hop in and try and do the same as Jackson. Try and get folks out, get things off of people if needed.
Are you trying to get anybody specific?
There's not really any humans I know and or care about in here.
There was Ozia.
Yeah, Dimico's girl.
And Michael J. Jackson and James Spag. Looking around, you can see James Spag.
That's identifiable.
Naked.
Watching it. Candi, there's something on his face,
Oh, God.
and it's made of skin.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Looks like he doesn't have a face.
Oh. That's what you get for going out naked.
Yeah, going to be finding the flesh face things and getting them off of people. I'm aiming for people I know. My humanity is not that high.
Get these things off. They are resisting.
Wonderful.
Max attention.
Yeah. Pointing my gun at the only really obvious vampire in the room, I'd like to shout, is the band even here, or was this just a goddamn ruse?
Priorities. Man.
No, they're at the abandoned amusement park.
Matt will scuff his shoe on the floor and go, dang, and walk out.
Oh my god, Nat. Oh my god.
Back into the hall, keep looking for other vampires who seem like maybe they're in charge of flesh monsters.
At which point, Izzy will shoot her in the head.
Wow.
Oh my fucking god.
She'll also be trying to kill Ecosia for Ecosia stabbing her. So it's going to be a whole clusterfuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something about that.
Fox,
Hi.
what are you doing?
Oh, I have no idea who this person being held hostage is, and things are already extremely bad for her, so I'm just gonna do what I can to take out the vampire and hope for the best. While activating my toughness, because I see claws are also out.
You see Artemis with two people being dragged by each hand as she kicks open the front door. Total of 4 people.
Okay.
She kicks open the front door and is running into the street.
Ooh, that's gonna possibly change mine.
You pull around the front and about to floor it away from here to get this thing hidden and far away from the spot when you see Artemis dragging 2 people by each hand towards a manhole cover.
She wasn't even going back for the bus that they came in? All right,
She was not.
cool. I'm going to park the bus tire on the manhole cover.
Oh, goddamn.
Good luck getting through that. I'm making a sharp turn, trying to pull off this snap maneuver. It's a messy crit,
All right, messy crit it is.
so we're tied.
Hide. She is halfway through shoving the first pair into the manhole when you
Honk honk.
come screeching and stop on the manhole, bisecting the 2 mortals that Artemis was attempting to shove down into the manhole.
2 of them. I had a purpose. The beast definitely had a hand in that.
Yeah, 1 stain.
Okay, we'll deal with it later.
Bystanders are fleeing. Fox contests with Teresa and Envy.
Okay.
Luckily, Ecosia is the one being held at claw point and not Izzy.
Yeah.
Because with the force of your blow, you drive your claws through Teresa's neck, shoving her to the ground and breaking Ecosia's. She is twitching on the ground, not dead but dying. You can see the angle of her neck is not natural. Take 1 stain.
Yes, I will. Boop.
Izzy runs over, kicks over the vampire, and empties the rest of her clip into the corpse. Looks over at Fox, looks down at your claws, and aims the gun at Fox.
He points the gun at me. I'll just say, I'm trying to help.
I'm looking for somebody in here, maybe in a corner or something, to feed on and get a little bit of this hunger out of my head. Somebody who preferably doesn't look like an artist.
There are a number of people on the ground who are still. A lot of them don't seem to have any face, and you don't really want to look at that. You can if you want, but you feel yourself not really wanting to.
Yeah, I'm looking for food, not for faces.
Yep. All right. Hey, sometimes it's best if the food doesn't have a face, right?
That would feel a little comforting, which is why he's not looking at somebody's face when he eats them. He just needs to clear his head a little bit.
How much are you taking?
Oh, I'll
Pulse
just
is-
kill him.
Oh my god, Matt.
Beast is screaming in my head. I need to do something.
It quiets a little bit with every faint pulse, and as the pulse quiets in this one, so does your beast. There are only maybe a dozen people left in the art gallery. Most of them have fled out front.
What about monsters?
You see a trail of blood leading to the bathroom. Following it,
I'd rather go find one of my friends than go into another spooky back room following a trail of blood.
All right. Then you see Jackson and Candi helping people out. Candi specifically seems to be looking for people and is dragging a naked guy out front. Matt is in the middle of drinking.
I wanted to ask if I could add my protean for trying to get the face things. Wonderful.
Okay, yeah.
Mad secret.
All right. You, in your haste to pull the face hugger things off in order to let them breathe, you get just a little bit too deep. You pull the whole face off.
God damn it.
He didn't really
You
do
managed to
that,
stick
did
it
he?
back on really hurriedly, but it's got some finger marks in it.
What?
It's not quite the way it was before.
Okay, at least it's. Oh, God.
They can breathe, though.
Okay. That's fine. Fuck.
My face!
At that point, Jackson, what are you doing?
Yeah, seeing as how Paulina told him that Joseph was still in there. They're some of the first humans he's had good conversation with besides the other vampires. He's gonna forsake the other people and go try to help his new friend. Go try to find them. Can I use heightened senses on my eyes just to try to be able to pick him out among all of the madness?
You see him surrounded by twitching bones and sinew. He is losing blood fast. He is the 3/4 of a person that Fox managed to rescue from the bone thing.
Oh no.
His legs are missing,
Oh, fuck.
and one of his arms, and he is bleeding profusely from a dozen other puncture wounds.
Oh, God damn it.
There is an instinct to lick it.
Yeah, he's gonna follow his instinct. He'll go up and begin to lick the wound, hoping it helps.
You were told that licking vampire bites does
Oh,
Yeah.
honey.
If
It's-
licking it heals the bite wounds, why doesn't it heal other wounds, right?
Oh.
I can't fault that. Decent instinct.
I want to save this man's life.
Wow.
the wounds visibly heal, and not just the ones you lick. He's stopped bleeding.
I
There's
gotcha.
blood running down your face. Your
Yeah.
eye tore itself open.
Oh, fuck. Ow.
After all that work Fox did.
Hey, you saved a life.
Candi is freeing everyone that you can reach, some with more care than other. Not so much bothering to cut the things free from their faces so much as just flesh craft a little hole.
Yeah, it's the breath hole.
They're lucky you don't make an emergency tracheotomy.
Oh, yeah.
Outside, Dimico, you have stopped. Artemis glares at you.
Dimico is the maddest he's ever been since this began. He's been pretty cool, but he just killed 2 people to stop her, and it's her fault. He gets this look of hate in his eyes, and he says, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." What does she? How does she react?
She rips the 2 people that she still has tighter and tries to leave.
So her intention is to jump. I'm gonna grapple her. My celerity will aid that. I see her begin to bend her legs and tuck the people under her arms.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and knock her balance off so she can't leap the way she wants. I've got a messy crit.
My God.
She's pissed Dimico off. I'm going to stop her from leaping. But I'm going to grab her, fling her back into the bus, and hold her in the flames as they spread, and maybe biting her. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All depends on what she does.
Candi, Jackson are helping people escape. Matt is currently feeding. Fox is in the room with Akosia and Izzy. Fox, seeing Akosia dying, Izzy pointing a gun that you know is empty at you.
At this point, I'm not too worried about a gun, so it's more looking for other dangers.
Yeah, she fired until that clip was empty and then kept clicking, and then pointed the gun at you.
Okay, then yeah, she can keep holding it. It'll make her happy.
It's a comfort item.
Exactly.
All right, then you will come out to see the situation of Matt feeding other people, escaping, and being helped to escape. Izzy will immediately run to help the few people who are left. You dragging the next few people outside to see Dimico and Artemis going at it. And that's where we'll begin next game.
I'm excited.
Fun.
That was an awesome
you.
fucking session.
That was wild.
Thank you for watching Portland by Night. Links are in the description for the full playlists and ways to donate if I made you feel something. The night holds a rich bouquet of emotions. Let me know what we made you feel in the comments below. Liking and subscribing attracts the attention of the great Algorithm. Do so at your own risk. Good night.